Which card objectively gets you more value, the Chase Sapphire Preferred or the AMEX Gold card? Now, the Chase Sapphire Preferred has an annual fee of $95, while the AMEX Gold card has an annual fee of $250. Despite the Gold card having a higher annual fee, does it possibly get you more value than the Chase Sapphire Preferred? Or is it the other way around where the Chase Sapphire Preferred just wins overall? Round 1. The sign-up bonus. As of making this video, the Chase Sapphire Preferred card has an elevated offer of 75,000 ultimate rewards points after spending $4,000 in your first 3 months. But this offer ends on June 13th, 2004, which is literally 3 days away from after posting this video. After June 13th, 2024, the sign-up bonus will drop back to its measly 60,000 ultimate rewards points after spending $4,000 in your first 3 months. So if you're gonna get the Chase Sapphire Preferred card, it is time to do it now. It is time to pull the trigger because that 75,000 point offer is going away very, very soon. Now, Chase likes to market these points as 1.25 cents per point when you redeem to the Chase Travel Portal. That means that 75,000 ultimate rewards points would be worth $937 when redeeming through the Travel Portal. And let me tell you why you shouldn't do this. See, 1.25 cents per point is actually a pretty low redemption rate. For example, here's a hotel that I stayed in Paris that will only cost you 45,000 points a night, but would cost you $1,800 if you were to book it in cash. If we use the equation cost of travel in dollars over the points needed to book that travel times 100, you would get 1,800 over 45,000 points times 100, and that would give you 4 cents per point, and that is a lot better than a measly 1.25 cents per point. So let's just ignore Chase's offer of 1.25 cents per point because it's pretty low, especially when you transfer out to partners like World of Hyatt or Air France. You can get so much better value whenever you transfer the points out. Now for the AMEX Gold card, you can see that the sign-up bonus can be anywhere from 60,000 points all the way up to 90,000 points depending on what time of the year it is and if you're looking at a referral link, and this is slightly better than the Chase Sapphire Preferred. Just 1 month ago, the referrals for the Gold card actually gave you 90,000 membership rewards points plus $50 in statement credits after spending $250 on dining, but that offer just ended this month. But fear not, if you look on Resi.com and you click the button exclusive AMEX offers, you can actually find an elevated offer. You can see that the offer for the Gold card on Resi.com gives you 75,000 membership rewards points after spending $6,000 in your first 6 months, plus you get a $250 statement credit after you spend $1,250 on dining, which is pretty good. I mean, 75,000 points plus $250 cash back. Sign me up. Since the Gold card is primarily used for dining, I would say hitting that $1,250 within 12 months on dining is actually pretty viable. I mean, spending $1,000 on food in a year, that's probably going to happen. So since the Gold card gives you 75,000 points plus a $250 statement credit as of filming this video, I would say that the Gold card wins round 1. Now, a lot of people would argue that Chase points are actually worth a lot more than AMEX points, and I would agree if you're team cash back, but if you're not, then I would just say that they're pretty even actually. So as for the sign up bonus goes, I think the clear winner is going to be the Gold card. Round 2, the point multipliers. The Chase Sapphire Preferred card earns you 5 times points on travel booked through the Chase Travel Portal, 2 times points on travel booked anywhere else, 3 times points on dining that includes delivery services, 3 times points on online grocery, not in-person grocery, only online, and this excludes Target and Walmart. You get 3 times points on streaming services, 5 times points on Lyft purchases, 5 times points on Peloton purchases, and 1 times points for everything else. Plus, at the end of every year, you get a 10% bonus on all of your spend. So if you spend a total of $10,000 in a year, 10% of that in points would give you 1,000 extra points at the end of your year. Now, I think there's a lot of multipliers, but at the end of the day, I think that they're just okay, mainly because of one thing: online grocery. I'm not the biggest fan of online grocery. I'd rather just go and get it myself because prices are going to be cheaper and it's not inflated, and Walmart is not a part of that either. So online grocery to me is just kind of whatever. Now let's compare this to the Gold card, which is going to be pretty straightforward. You get 4 times points on dining at restaurants worldwide, 4 times points at US supermarkets up to $25,000 per year. You get 3 times points on flights booked through the AMEX Travel Portal, and 1 times points for everything else. And this, I think, is where the Gold card shines. It is so much easier to get AMEX points compared to Chase points because of that 4 times multiplier. There are no restrictions, just at restaurants, and at grocery stores. Pretty simple, and it's 4 times, which is really generous in my opinion. So let's compare $10,000 of reasonable spend on the Chase Sapphire Preferred card versus the AMEX Gold card. But let's say we spent $2,000 on travel in a year, and let's say we spent $8,000 on all food purchases, which I think is pretty reasonable for most people. With the Preferred card, that would give you 34,000 points. 2,000 times that 5 times travel category would give you 10,000 points. 8,000 times that 3 times food category would give you 24,000 points. 10,000 plus 24,000 would give you 34,000 Chase points. Now keep in mind, we also get a 10% bonus on all of the spend we get for the Chase Sapphire Preferred card in your first year. So $10,000, 10% of that would just give you 1,000 Chase points. So after spending $10,000 in those 2 categories with the Chase card, you would get 35,000 points. Now let's do the same exact thing for the Gold card. For $2,000 in the travel category for the Gold card, you would get 6,000 points because of that 3 times travel multiplier. Now for food, you would get $8,000 times 4, which would give you 32,000 points. So 6,000 plus 32,000 would give you a total of 38,000 points. Now it's not much of a difference, but the AMEX Gold card does edge it out with just 3,000 extra points with that same $10,000 spend. And it would be even more so if you spent less on travel and more on food, which I think is pretty viable because we all need to spend on food. So due to food being such a high cost for most people, and just that simplicity, the 4 times points that the AMEX Gold card offers, I would say the AMEX Gold card takes round 2 as well. 4 times points on dining and grocery is just kind of hard to beat. Round 3, the main benefits. The Sapphire card comes with a $50 saving credit for hotels booked on the Chase Travel Portal, a Dash Pass subscription valued at $96 a year, an Instacart Plus membership for 6 months valued at $60, quarterly Instacart credit of $15 that actually ends in 1 month. So if you get the card now, you only get one of these for $15. This means that you get a total of $221 in total value, assuming that you use all of the credits. And that's not bad at all, considering this card is only a $95 annual fee card. So $221 in total value minus the $95 annual fee, we get a net value of $126. Now it's time for the AMEX Gold card. They give you $120 in dining credits. Every month you get a $10 saving credit. 12 times 10 equals 120, and you can use this for things like Grubhub, Shake Shack, Cheesecake Factory, just things like that. But mainly you just want to use it for Grubhub because you get all of those options rather than just a singular restaurant. You get $120 in Uber Eats credits, basically the same way. They give you $10 in Uber Cash every month for 12 months, equaling $120 a year on Uber Cash. Plus you get something called the hotel program on the AMEX Travel Portal when you have the AMEX Gold card. Basically, whenever you booked 2 nights in the hotel program, you get a $100 experience credit and a free room upgrade when available. I've actually used this for my stay at the Aria in Vegas, and I did get the room upgrade. Plus, I got a $100 dining credit. So if you do like to go to Vegas, this is definitely going to be worth it for you. So assuming you travel once a year and you book a minimum of 2 nights under the hotel program, this is a conservative value of $100. Therefore, the main benefits from the Gold card gives you a total value of $340, assuming you use all the credits. So since the annual fee is going to be $250, we can assume that the net value would be $90 because 340 minus 250 gives you a value of $90, and that is if you use the hotel program. Now, since the Preferred card has a net value of $126 after using all the credits, while the AMEX Gold card only has a net value of $90 after using all the credits, the Chase Sapphire Preferred card takes round 3. Round 4, credit card protections. Now each card comes with a ton of protections, but keep in mind it comes with also a lot of stipulations and a lot of fine print. So if you want this to pertain to your own specific travel or purchase situation, make sure to thoroughly read the fine print. Now, I'm just going to say this up front, the Chase Sapphire Preferred card absolutely wins this round. You get trip cancellation and interruption insurance. Basically, if your trip is canceled by sickness, extreme weather, or just some kind of disaster, Chase can reimburse you up to $10,000 up to $20,000 for your entire trip. You get my favorite auto rental collision damage waiver, which is like primary insurance for any car that you rent out from a rental car company. Basically, instead of paying that hefty fee for their insurance, you can just decline it and Chase will cover it for you. For example, I'm going to Hawaii next week and I have a convertible that I booked for 5 days. Now, if I bought the insurance for all 5 days, that would cost me a whopping $180, which is almost just as much as the car. But because I booked it on the Chase Sapphire Preferred card, I can absolutely just decline this insurance and save that $180 for my trip. And this is why I love this one. It's so applicable and everyone can use it, and it's the one that you're going to use the most. It's a great benefit, and that $180 can now be spent on things I love, like food. You get baggage delay insurance. Basically, if your bag is delayed for more than 6 hours, Chase will reimburse you. Trip delay reimbursement. Basically, if an airline messes up and you're delayed for more than 12 hours, Chase will reimburse you. You also get purchase protection and extended warranty protection. You also get no foreign transaction fees for a great little cherry on top. Now you basically get the exact same thing with the AMEX Gold card, but the only thing is their auto rental collision damage waiver, their car insurance for rental cars is only secondary protection, basically saying you still need to buy that insurance for most rental car companies. With the Chase Sapphire Preferred, you don't need to, but with the Gold card, yes, you still need to buy it whenever you purchase through the Gold card. This right here is absolutely the reason why the Sapphire Preferred card takes round number 4, simply because their auto rental collision damage waiver is primary, not secondary, and it saves you a ton of money. So round number 4 goes to the Sapphire card. Round 5, the tiebreaker round, transfer partners. Just like that example in the beginning of this video, when you transfer your points out to different transfer partners, that's where you get the real value of your credit card points. Now the Preferred card has 11 different airline transfer partners and 3 hotel partners. My favorite airlines are going to be Air France, Singapore Airlines, and British Airways. Now the thing about Chase is that they have the holy grail of hotel transfer partners, and that's going to be World of Hyatt. World of Hyatt gives you so much value when you use points to book rooms. I mean, just like in that first example in the beginning of the video, you use 45,000 Chase points, you transfer them out to World of Hyatt, you get a room that's worth $1,800. That's literally 4 cents per point. That is a crazy redemption rate. Now, AMEX on the other hand has 18 airline transfer partners and 3 hotel partners. My favorites being Air France, Cathay Pacific, and ANA. So although AMEX has a total of 21 transfer partners, while Chase only has a total of 14 transfer partners, I would actually still give this round to Chase, and here's why. So yes, AMEX has hotel transfer partners in Hilton and Marriott, but they don't give you nearly the same value as World of Hyatt does. So simply because Chase has World of Hyatt as one of their transfer partners, I would have to give round 5 to the Chase Sapphire Preferred. So my tip here would be to use your AMEX points strictly for flights because they have a lot more airline transfer partners, and to use your Chase points strictly for Hyatt to book all your hotel travels. This way, your entire trip can be booked through points, not just your flights, not just your hotels, but you can actually book both with both the Chase and the American Express ecosystems. This way, your entire trip can be paid by with points, Chase with the hotels, and AMEX strictly for the flights. This is going to be the best way to travel for free. So after a grueling battle, we can see that the Chase Sapphire Preferred card takes rounds 3, 4, and 5, while the AMEX Gold card takes rounds 1 and 2. This makes the winner of today's challenge the Chase Sapphire Preferred card. But this doesn't mean that the AMEX Gold card isn't worth it too. My suggestion is to get both of these cards because they're both so great. Like I said before, AMEX for your airline transfers and Chase for your hotel transfers. My main setup is to use the Chase Sapphire Preferred card and to pair it with the Freedom Flex because it has really great awesome earnings for quarterly categories, and to use the AMEX Gold card and pair it with the AMEX Platinum card. The AMEX Gold card earns points on foods to fuel my travel with the AMEX Platinum card, and the Platinum card just gives you so many great travel benefits. So for my upcoming trip to Hawaii, I use my AMEX points to book the flights there, and I use my Chase points to book the resorts in Hawaii, which are super expensive. I think I saved around $2,500 just by using my Chase points for Hyatt. And therefore, my entire cost for my entire trip is going to be my rental car payment and food. That's it. So if you want to get the Chase Sapphire Preferred card, now is officially the time. You officially have 3 days left to get the 75,000 Ultimate Reward Point offer. So if you're looking to get that offer, the link will be in the description and in the pinned comments of my video. Now keep in mind that this is a referral link, so it would really help out the channel if you decided to use my referral link to get the offer. Now if you want to know more about the AMEX Platinum card, make sure to check out this video right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys found this video to be informative, I would super appreciate it if you liked and subscribed, or just left a nice comment down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one. Woo!